Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the Southern Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you all so much for being in attendance tonight. Wherever you are, we really appreciate you being here and learning a little bit more about the institutions that are in attendance today. Today we have Savannah College of Art and Design, Keiser University, St. Edward's University, Hawaii Pacific University, Georgia Southern University, as well as Penn State University. So thank you all to those reps for coming, and thank you all as attendees. Before we do get started and I introduce the first institution, my name is Sibel Rasim. I am your facilitator for tonight. So just a few housekeeping items. I want to make sure that everyone understands, how do you ask questions? You're going to be asking some questions potentially to universities. Your chat function as an attendee is disabled. So please do not put anything in the chat function. The chat function will be only for our panelists, our institutions, to maybe drop some links or their contact information in which you can find there. But you still may have questions. So down at the bottom, you will see Q&A. There's a Q&A button. You can see the symbol there on the screen. Type your questions to the presenter at any point in time. But what I do ask is that you please make sure that you address what university. So for example, if you have a question for Savannah College of Art and Design, please make sure that you are addressing them so that they know that it is a question for them. Also, this is a webinar format, so your camera and microphone are turned off, you are muted, video is off, and the panelists cannot see or hear you. Also, we have a full-blown schedule tonight, so there are more sessions. This is one of many college presentations that are offered, so feel free to sign up for another session at the next slot. And then also, this is being recorded, so this will be available for you within a few days to about a week after you have registered on the same page that you have registered. So give it a few days until you have access to that recording. But at this point in time, thank you again so much for being here. I would like to have our first presenter come on board, Savannah College of Art and Design.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kelsey Olive. I am the Assistant Director of Admission here at Savannah College of Art and Design, more commonly known as SCAD, because we are not just located in Savannah, we are also located in 2 other parts of the world. So I'm going to go ahead and just run through a quick little PowerPoint with you. So welcome to SCAD. SCAD was founded in 1978, and for over 40 years, we've grown to become the most comprehensive and connected art and design university in the world. With our 2 domestic brick and mortar locations and our 1 international location, which is a permanent study abroad location, we have approximately 15,000 students right now from every single 50 state and over 100 countries. We also have more degree programs than any college or institution in the country. We have 100 possibilities that you can graduate with. We have over 45 majors and over 75 minors. Here is a small list of them. I encourage you to go on our website, scad.edu, and explore them more. There's videos and your entire course list on there. The website is really such a great tool for you to use while exploring SCAD. So let's run through our locations real quick. We do have a location in Atlanta, Georgia. It is at the intersection of I-75 and I-85, right in the heart of Midtown. Our neighbors are Coca-Cola, CNN, Nickelodeon, you name it, we're right there. We are growing in our Atlanta campus. We currently have 7 buildings. We just purchased 2 more, and we're building another one, so we will grow to be a 10-building campus here in the next few years. Then we'll travel down across the big pond a little bit over to Lacoste, to our permanent study abroad location. We send students there for 10 weeks at a time. We are on the quarter system, and you go with like majors. It is not just rented buildings that SCAD rents from Lacoste. We actually own SCAD property in Lacoste, France. So you truly feel like a local during your 10 weeks in Lacoste. Here's just a little snippet of the medieval village. It is truly, truly beautiful. And then we will circle back across the pond to Savannah. Savannah is our largest location with over 80 buildings across a 2-by-2 mile radius, downtown Savannah. It is obviously our most popular. We have about 10,000 students at the Savannah location. About 99% of our degree options are offered at both the Savannah and the Atlanta campus, with a few. So if something's not offered at one location, that doesn't mean that you cannot ever study there. So once you're accepted to SCAD, you're accepted to all of SCAD, and you can bounce from Savannah to Atlanta as much as you'd like to pack up your stuff and drive down I-16. It's really up to you. You can really customize your degree program. And here is just a little bit more about our Savannah campus. We actually own 2 historic theaters in Savannah that really just support our film and television and performing arts programs just that much more than on top of all of our other programs that we have. So applying at SCAD is actually really easy. The application should only take you about 10 minutes. You do not have to have a portfolio to apply. I know, crazy, an art and design college and you don't have to have a portfolio. But if you do submit a portfolio, it is purely for scholarship dollars. Every student is on a different playing field. 25% of our student population are international students. So we just want to see what you have to offer, and we'll award you with a scholarship based off of that. So after you complete the application, you'll be matched with an enrollment advisor. Our enrollment advisors are there to help you with FAFSA, with any outside scholarships, submitting your transcripts and all that good stuff. They're really your one-stop shop for all of your things for finishing your application. And after you've done all that, or even before, visit. You're not too far from campus, at least the Savannah campus after all. Just 2 hours up 95. I highly encourage you to come to our daily tours. We have them Monday through Saturday. And once a month at either location, our Savannah or Atlanta location, we do have SCAD days. They are my personal favorite. They're like an all building open house. You meet with faculty, current students, you get to see the dorms. You can even talk with the director of food services at SCAD, and he can tell you all about the different types of dietary options we have. It's really like an in-depth personal look at SCAD. The faculty will give you their contact information and you can set up a meeting with them. It's really great way to really feel like you're at home at SCAD. And then after that, just stay in touch. So I or your enrollment advisor are going to be your best tool to seamlessly applying to SCAD. It really is such an easy process. I highly encourage you to contact me. I'm going to drop my email in the Q&A, and you can email me. I do have a promo code that will waive your application fee, and that does only last to the end of this month. We are running just a little short special on that just because of this event, but please contact me. I can set you up with a daily tour, a SCAD day. We can talk about the many scholarship opportunities that SCAD has, but I encourage you to connect and we'll get you going on your future at SCAD.
Thank you so much, Savannah College of Art and Design. And again, if you have any questions at all for this institution, please go down to the Q&A. The Q&A is where you can put your questions in. Also, if any of the panelists have any contact information or any links that they would like to share, that'll pop up in your chat. Next up, we have Keiser University.
Hello. I'm hoping everybody is doing well. My name is John Bowman, and I am with Keiser University. I am actually an admissions officer with Keiser University. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen at the moment. So hopefully everybody can see that. So Keiser University is in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. We have a 100-acre campus. There are many beautiful opportunities for you to visit the beaches, and we're very local to shopping areas and beautiful downtown West Palm Beach. So we're very, very pleased to have this campus, this wonderful campus. We are level 6, regionally accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, offering programs all the way through the doctoral level. We have nearly 100 different degree offerings, but we are what we consider to be a career university. We're focused on areas such as healthcare, technology, criminal justice, business. Pretty much all of those 100 degrees that I mentioned fall within one of those 4 categories. And the reason for that is demand. We always want to offer programs in areas where there's a lot of demand. And so that's why we call ourselves a career university. We are the largest private not-for-profit in the state of Florida with nearly 20,000 students. We do have 21 campuses throughout the state and internationally. But because we have those 21 campuses, each campus is fairly small, even though as an institution, we're quite large, which means that the largest campus we have is about 1,500 students. We do have an online division, as well as, of course, a graduate school. So those are all divided amongst the campuses that I previously mentioned. So these 21 campuses, there's only one that has dormitories and also has athletic teams, and that is the one in West Palm Beach, that 100-acre campus. So if you're going to live on campus, it's going to be in West Palm Beach. I will mention also that we've been around since 1977. Our first campus was founded in Fort Lauderdale, and we've expanded from there. We do have a very global population with 64 different countries represented on our one campus. There are 29 athletic teams and clubs. We've won in the NAIA, we've won 6 national championships in the last 5 years and 8 national championships in the last 10. So we're very, very competitive if anybody is an athlete and competes on a high level. We definitely may be a place for you to continue to play a sport. We do have a very high overall placement rate. I mentioned that we're a career-focused university, and one of our objectives is to make sure that our students are working within 90 days of graduation. We have a full-time student services staff that works very, very hard to make sure that that is the case. I am going to play just a very quick video. Hopefully you guys can see this.
We only have one life to live, so give it all you've got to give. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. Come out from your safe place. Don't choose to just stand by. The only thing to fear is that you never even tried. There's something to be said about the one who chases dreams. Trying is the only way you ever will succeed. So find your inspiration wherever it may lie. Shout out from the rooftops, it's my time to fly. And do it for the love, do it for the joy. Do it to get the girl, do it for your boys, do it for the rush, do it for the team, do it for yourself, claim your destiny. Trial and tribulation may rear their ugly heads, but strength and perseverance will not leave you misled. Follow your true instinct, the one that speaks inside, and buckle up and hold on, for it's a joyous ride. And when you start to see rewards, as you will surely see, don't forget to self-reflect and keep humility, for it can all be gone quicker than it came. So remember who you are, and victory will reign. And do it for the love, do it for the joy, do it for your girl, do it for your boys, do it for the rush, do it for the team, do it for yourself, claim your destiny. Breeze of the passion, fill your soul with fire. And as the years roll by, ambition won't be higher, taking you higher and higher. And do it for the love, do it for the joy.
Okay, so I hope that everybody was able to see that and enjoyed it. I'm very happy to take any questions that anybody has, and I'll be dropping my contact information. The application process at Kaiser is very simple. You just would submit your, I can send you a link for that. You can submit through that link. We are waiving our fees at the moment for applications. So the application would not cost you anything to submit. And then we would go ahead.
John, I'm sorry. Your time is up. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problems.
All right. What I suggest is definitely put that link in the chat function so everyone can get an idea of what that application process is like. Thank you again so much. Next, we have St. Edward's University.
Thanks so much, everyone. My name is David Bernay, and I am the Director of International Admission from St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas. And Austin is the capital of Texas and the live music capital of the world. But a little bit about St. Edward's. We are a small private Catholic liberal arts university, around 3,400 students. And like I mentioned, right in the heart of Austin. We have a lot of small classes. So on our average class size is around 18 students. And students have really close relationships with their professors. As you can see here, we have great diversity on our campus, students from over 57 countries. And I work with a lot of the international students at St. Edward's, and great diversity from throughout the United States. Of course, there's a lot to do on our campus. We have over 100 student organizations and 11 NCAA teams. And there's a lot to do, of course, in our city of Austin, which leads me to talk a little about where we are. So Austin is a fast growing, dynamic city, the 10th largest city in the United States. I mean, we really think it's a big city with a small town feel. You can get most places from our campus within about 15 to 20 minutes. And what we're known for is education, technology, and of course, live music. We're home to over 200 music venues in the city and some of the world's biggest live music festivals, including ACL Fest, which is kind of our version of Coachella, and South by Southwest, which is a huge conference that happens in the spring for technology, entrepreneurship, business, and music and film here in Austin. A couple of things. This is actually the view from our campus looking to downtown. So as you can see here, we're about 5 minutes from downtown Austin. It's a great place to spend 4 years as a young person. Austin's home to over 100,000 students, but like I said, about 3,400 at St. Edward's. And we're always known as one of the best places to live in the country. There's a lot of great things going on in Austin. Something that's distinguishing about St. Edward's, though, is that we're known as one of the sort of top producers of Fulbright scholars in the United States. So last year we were named #1 in the entire US for students who won these prestigious awards from the US State Department to go abroad and to either do a study program or a research program abroad for a year after graduation. That's not the only thing that our students do. We have lots of other great really great scholarships and fellowships that they pursue in all different areas of study, which kind of it's a great segue to talk about the academics at St. Edward's. Like I said before, we are a liberal arts university with a practical approach. So our students are doing a lot of work, doing internships in local companies. These are just some of the majors that we offer. We offer over 50 areas of study, but strong majors in psychology, business, biology, communications, anything international related, of course, like global studies. And then we are in a tech town. So computer science is really big here. Video game development is one of our strongest and most popular majors in recent years, as well as digital media management, which sort of combines a lot of those different factors together and is sort of the business side of the technology industry. But we were founded by French priests about 140 years ago. We were actually founded by the same guy who founded University of Notre Dame in Indiana. So they are our sister school. And what this really comes down to is our students are very generous in their nature. They do a lot of service locally in Austin. And our slogan is sort of educating the minds, not at the expense of the heart. So our students know that when they come to St. Edward's, they're going to have an experience that allows them to understand morality and ethics and really allows them to understand how to better the world. You'll have awesome opportunities to live on campus at St. Edward's. This is one of our great residence halls here in Austin on our campus. And we have options for students to live in 6 freshman residence halls your freshman year. You always get to choose where you live on campus and who you live with. Actually, next year in the fall, we are not having roommates because of the pandemic. Every student on campus will have their own room and own bathroom, something that we're continuing from this year as well. So that's a nice advantage for some students who are going to be joining us next year. Like I mentioned before, Austin's home to some of the world's biggest companies. We have over 8,000 technology companies in Austin alone, and some of our students have gone on to work at some of these companies that are listed here or gone on to found their own businesses. So we're very proud of the fact that we have close relationships with our business partners and companies locally in town, no matter what you're studying, whether that's in areas of business or computer science or something in the arts, because that's a huge industry for us as well here. We do have options for you to apply, of course, as many of my colleagues have mentioned. We are offering a free application right now. So you can go ahead and apply to St. Edward's. You're going to be automatically considered for merit-based scholarships. Similar to many of the other institutions here, we are test optional permanently at St. Edward's. So that is great news. I'm going to put my put my information into the chat if you have any other questions. And I look forward to being in touch with you about St. Edward's going forward. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, David. So far, we have had Savannah College of Art and Design, Kaiser University, and now St. Edward's University. So if you have any questions at all for those three universities, please go down to the Q&A. Make sure you address what college or university you are looking to ask, and they will go ahead and ask or answer your question throughout the presentation. So next up, we have Hawaii Pacific University.
All right, aloha and welcome everybody. Hopefully you can see my screen here in a second. All right, so my name is Christopher. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions here at Hawaii Pacific University. I've been here for about 4 years and really excited to share what makes Hawaii and HPU a very special place to live and to study. This is my contact information for those of you who are interested in reaching out to me later on today. Currently, I live on the East Coast after having lived in Hawaii for about 3.5 years. So I live the island life, and I'm excited to kind of bring my experiences back to the East Coast where I'm originally from. And let's start off with where our campus is. So HPU is located in downtown Honolulu on the island of Oahu. Honolulu translates into sheltered harbor in the Hawaiian language, and Oahu translates into the gathering place, which makes sense because people gather in the state of Hawaii primarily in Honolulu. It's the capital city. There's tons of industry, jobs, young people. The island of Oahu has about 1 million residents, and then downtown Honolulu has about 500,000 people. So really integrated with the community. As you can see here, we're right on the waterfront. This is actually freshman housing. This is where our incoming freshmen will live during their first year. And overall, it's just a really great place for young people. And we also have another campus, the Hawaii Loa Mountain Campus, which is about 20 minutes away via the campus shuttle. If you're interested in taking any of our laboratory classes, or if you're an athlete primarily, this is where you're going to be spending your time here at the foothills of the Ko'olau Mountains. And for those of you who are interested in marine sciences, specifically marine biology or oceanography, we do have a beautiful Oceanic Institute, which is directly affiliated with Hawaii Pacific University on the easternmost part of the island called Makapu'u Point. We also have our own research vessel. So if you are coming to HPU your freshman year, you are guaranteed boat access. So this is where you're going to be doing all of your research, your instrumentation, sample collections. We are one of the few universities in the world to allow freshman boat access. And we specialize in marine debris research, coral reef protection, tropical fish preservation. So if you're interested in the ocean, you're looking at the right place. We do have guaranteed internships for all of our students, regardless of major. Everyone thinks that we're just an oceanography and marine biology school, but we do have 30 different programs and over 33 different concentrations. So whether you're coming for nursing, which is hugely popular, or coming here for engineering or pre-med, we have a major for you here. This is kind of a picture of our Yellow Tang research program. This is our robotics club here on campus. And we do have a really beautiful vibe here when you come to the islands. We have waterfront yoga twice a week here on our Sunset Lanai. And we are doing in-person classes currently, and we're continuing to do so in the fall. And we do have a really kind of burgeoning nursing program. So we just launched our first DNP program, our doctorate for nurse practitioners. We're launching our new doctorate for psychology, and we're also launching a new degree, a DPT program, a doctorate in physical therapy. So a little bit of everything for everyone here at HPU. Our dorms, as you can see, are really nice. They're only about 4 years old, really nice lofted ceilings. And I definitely encourage you to check out our YouTube channel and experience a dorm tour for yourself. And our students, we work hard, but we also play hard. We've got an incredible HPU surf club. We've got a hiking club. So if you're into the outdoors, there's really no shortage of things to do. These are some pictures of our hiking club and our HPU Outrigger canoe team. We also have really competitive athletics. Our tennis team won the national championship in Division II a few years ago. Our women's basketball team is nationally ranked in the top 5 this year. Incredible facilities. This is a list of all of our undergraduate programs here. So I'll let you get a brief look at that. Some of our more popular programs are marine sciences. We also have a really fantastic new School of Engineering, a College of Business, and a new Arts and Markets program, and then a really unique undergraduate program for teaching English to speakers of other languages. And we do have 2 fantastic, slightly more competitive programs, a residential honors program, which is a 4-year program, and then a scholars program, which is specific to business, marine science, and nursing majors. And we do automatically consider all of our incoming freshmen for scholarships upon application. We also have vocal, band and orchestra, debate, newspaper, esports. We have the first indoor video game team here in the islands, and also athletic scholarships. Admissions requirements are pretty standard. You can apply right on our website, hpu.edu/apply. We're also affiliated with Common App, and we're going to go ahead and waive the application fee for you. If you're applying for the fall, you can use my name, KRIS21, for the fee waiver. We are test optional, and we do recommend personal statements or letters of recommendation. These are the costs for this upcoming school year, $28,800, but our standard tuition for students is about $16,000 after all of their scholarships have been taken into consideration. And important dates coming up in 2 days, we have our preview day online. So if you want to check that out, hpu.edu/preview day, I'll be there, the rest of the admissions team, and some of our professors. Also, March 1st is our on-campus housing application opening, and then May 1st is the national candidates reply date. And that's all I got from you. Thank you so much for letting me speak to you today. Mahalo and aloha.
Thank you so much, Christopher. Again, that was Hawaii Pacific University. So please, if you have any questions, put it down in the Q&A down at the bottom. And that goes for any of our institutions that have gone already. Next up, we have Georgia Southern University. Georgia Southern, go ahead and stop sharing your screen for a second, and I think we could see your Zoom sharing capabilities. So
sorry about that. Yeah, it is freezing up on me here, so I apologize.
That's totally.
I can't even stop. Like it is. Yeah, I apologize. I can't pull it up.
Do you have a, if you scroll to the bottom when you click on Zoom, do you have any ability to stop sharing your screen or no?
No. Oh, here we go. It was pulling up on a, there we go. Perfect. It was pulling up on a second screen here that I didn't see.
You
So
want to try it again, or do you need a minute?
Nope, we should be good now. Should be good now. Okay. Here we go. Awesome. So sorry about that. My name is Stephen Warner. I'm the Assistant Director for Freshman Admissions here at Georgia Southern University. I am going to start off by talking about our 3 campuses. So we are located in 3 different areas. That is Statesboro, Savannah, and Hinesville, Georgia. So our Statesboro campus is going to be the largest of our 3 campuses in more of a traditional college town. So it's about a little over 18,000 undergrad, and with grad students, we're a little over 20,000 students on our Statesboro campus. So a good size, medium institution in a more traditional college town. And all of our Division I sports are going to be located on our Statesboro campus. The town of Statesboro is going to be your traditional college town where everything kind of revolves around the campus and the university. So it's very supportive of our students, lots of job opportunities, and it's a growing college town. On our Statesboro campus is going to be where majority of our majors are going to be offered. And so we have engineering. We're the only school in Georgia to offer manufacturing engineering. We have nursing and health professions and business. So very traditional in our offerings, with our main focus definitely being within business, education, and engineering on our Statesboro campus. Now our Armstrong campus, this is going to be a smaller campus, but in a bigger city. So this is located in Savannah, Georgia, so not far from SCAD. SCAD is right downtown in historic Savannah. We're about 15, 20 minutes away in Southside Savannah, so not too far. And it's a 268 acre Arboretum campus, so plants from all over the world. So very beautiful campus, easy to navigate because it is a little bit smaller than our Statesboro campus. We just opened up a brand new health professions building on this campus, so very new. That's a big emphasis for our Armstrong campus. It's going to be the health professions, so that's nursing, radiologic sciences, respiratory therapy, rehab therapy, a number of different programs within health professions. We even have a doctorate of physical therapy, but we also have some business majors here, education, and then your traditional liberal arts and social science degrees as well. But the big emphasis is definitely going to be our health professions. Now, the Statesboro and Armstrong campuses will allow for residential living. So these are traditional campuses where you can live on campus, eat on campus, join numerous student activities and things of that nature. Where within our living, you can have your own room, share a bathroom with just one other person, have that living room area.
Stephen, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but you are on mute.
Said the host muted me.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. That is okay. Is my screen still shared?
Yes, you are good to go.
Perfect. So our final campus is the Liberty campus. This is where it's a non-residential campus in Hinesville, Georgia. And so this is really more for our local residents of our Hinesville area. So it is a single building, non-residential, with about 500 students. So our admissions requirements, we are test optional this year. So we are looking for at least a 2.6 GPA as calculated by our office with an application and your transcript, and we'll review. And so if you have over a 2.6 GPA, then we don't need test scores. If you have between a 2.5 and a 2.59 GPA, then test scores are required. And so that is our requirements for this year. Next year, we're not sure. We do have to follow our guidelines from the University System of Georgia. And so we are not sure what that will look like in terms of test optional or not. But this year for fall 2021 and summer 2021, we are test optional. So application with a $30 fee. And then depending on your GPA, you may or may not have to send in scores. If you are a resident of Alabama, Florida, North and South Carolina, or Tennessee, you can receive in-state tuition. So this is really exciting. This is not a competitive scholarship. This would allow for you to get in-state tuition just by being a resident. So as long as you get admitted to Georgia Southern and can show us that you are a resident of one of these states, then you are eligible for in-state tuition. And so this is for all 3 of our campuses. And then we have some Eagle previews. These are our open house events. We are doing them virtually. And so we have one coming up on Monday, and then the other 2, March 27th and April 24th, will be on Saturdays. These will be great opportunities to meet with us virtually, meet with admissions, do breakout sessions, tours of campus, meet with different academic colleges and student services, and kind of get a feel for Georgia Southern on our Armstrong and Statesboro campuses while being in the comforts of your home. And then we are doing a special Liberty event on March 11th if you're interested in our Liberty campus. So that should be all that I have for you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much, Stephen. You powered through it. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that was Georgia Southern University, everyone. So if you do have any questions for Stephen at Georgia Southern University, please go down to the Q&A and make sure you are addressing the university that you are interested in. Also, our attendees, please make sure you check the chat too. We do have our panelists from the different institutions putting their information in there. So please make sure you write them down. With that said, last but not least, we do have Penn State University.
All righty, awesome. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here, and hopefully I won't take too long talking about Penn State. My name is Jordan Garrigan. I am the representative for your area from Penn State University. I'm also an alumni of Penn State, so super excited to be here with you all today, talking a little bit about Penn State and what your opportunities are there. I'm gonna try to make this work. There we go. Penn State is a top 1% world-class university. So what that means is we were recently ranked in the top 50th out of 18,000 universities globally. So we're really, really proud of this. This is not just due to our academics. This is also due to the resources and support that we give our students. And all of this reflects in all of these amazing numbers here. Again, we have student to faculty ratio of about 16:1. We have a top ranked career services. We're pretty proud of that as well. And they all trickle down into those percentages there, about an 85% graduation rate and 93% retention rate, which we're really, really proud of. We do also a lot, about $900 million in undergraduate research. Now, this doesn't just mean research that happens with a lab coat and in a laboratory. It means that you can get involved in any type of research. So psychology, sociology, any type of research that you're interested in, it's available for you at Penn State. We also have 20 different campuses. I'm not going to go into too much depth here, but there are plenty of campuses for you to choose from. They range in size from about 500 students all the way up to 46,000 students. So all of our campuses offer the same education. So we total in about 70,000 students across all of our campuses, which is pretty impressive. We have pretty much anything you could be interested in. We have 275 academic programs. They are all housed in academic colleges. So for example, I graduated from the College of Health and Human Development with a major in human development and family studies. So many different options. And again, we always give the example of if you're interested in a health field, we have almost so many different health fields that you can get involved in. We have pre-medicine, we have athletic training, we have kinesiology, we have biomedical science, pretty much anything you could be interested in. We also have a top-ranked nursing program as well, which we're very, very proud of. And there are several campuses that you can attend to accomplish that nursing program as well. So with a big campus, we also have a lot of big clubs and activities. So we have over 1,200 different organizations on campus that are student run. So basically anything you could be interested in, you can get involved in on campus. Pictured in the background here is actually our largest student run philanthropy in the entire world. It is Penn State Dance Marathon. That is actually happening next week. It's happening virtually. It's the first time it's happening virtually. So we're really excited to see what they're able to do there. But these students raise money all year long for kids with pediatric cancer. So last year they raised about $13 million. It's a pretty remarkable event to get involved in. Penn State fosters diversity and inclusion. Again, this is an ongoing effort by the university. This is a student, staff, and faculty initiative, training, all of the above. We were one of the first institutions to implement this in our strategic plan. So we are pretty proud of that, and we want to continue those efforts as you all attend and start looking at colleges as well. 4 things that we need from you from Penn State. I will mention Penn State did decide to go test optional until the year 2023. So that is big news for us. We were really excited when we tested it out this year. So you're able to submit your test scores to us, but you do not have to. We will need an online application through the Common App, Coalition app, or through our My Penn State website. You will create a My Penn State profile whenever you do that. So make sure you hit submit. And then you'll create that My Penn State profile there. Your My Penn State profile is where you will fill out your self-reported academic record, or SRAR. So you'll fill out your 9th through 11th grade grades and then your 12th grade schedule. It's super easy, super quick. Here's a good look at your estimate of eligibility at Penn State. This is our middle 50% of our current first year cohort. So looking at University Park campus is our most competitive, that's bolded in yellow. And then all of our other campuses span across right underneath that in white. So again, we always tell students, take a look at this. If you don't see yourself within these options, no worries. Doesn't mean you don't have a place at Penn State. Just means you might need to be a little more flexible with your choices, and that's okay. Looking a little bit at the timeline here. So you're going to be looking at the application timeline, which is August 1st. We go live August 1st. Our early action deadline is November 1st. So again, spacing it out as best you can. And then you don't have to fully accept your offer of admission until May 1st. And then on the top bar there is our application for the FAFSA, so free application for federal student aid. That is your financial aid timeline, and it goes coexisting with our admissions timeline, but it is a little bit offset there. Looking a little bit at cost for a non-Pennsylvania resident. Again, this is an estimate, so this does not include any of the financial aid things that you would be receiving. University Park is on the left, and then Commonwealth campuses are on the right. And then after seeing that, looking at your return on investment at Penn State, what will you gain from coming to Penn State? We have the largest alumni network in the entire world. I myself am an alumni. I know a lot of my colleagues are as well. And a lot of us are really, really wanting to help out Penn Staters. So you jump into this network the second you become a Penn Stater, and we are really, really excited to have you. So thank you so much for putting this together. I really, really appreciate all of the effort that goes behind the scenes here. I know it can't be easy. And thank you all. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the Q&A, and I will put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, so much. I know we have just a minute, so I did want to just quickly share my screen. So just give me 1 second to do that. But the question that's about to come to you, and we'll go in order again with Savannah College of Art and Design starting up here. The question is going to be, what advice would you give someone going to college essentially at this point in time?
My advice, I have 2. So when you're applying to colleges, always ask a college where their alumni work. And if they cannot give an answer on the ready or name a bunch of companies that you don't know about or you don't like, it's probably not the best place for you. And also when you're at the college, be involved. Think of your dorm room as a place to sleep and get dressed. Don't plan a lot of time to study there. Go and sit somewhere in public, in the school, in different places around the buildings and stuff like that, and sit and study. Study with someone in your class, make that time, build that connection, and get out of those 4 walls of your dorm room. And it'll make you feel a lot less homesick just to not be in your 4 walls and have that just surrounding you all the time. Get out and explore, even if it's just sitting somewhere on your computer doing your homework.
Awesome, thank you. And I just want to remind you all, again, Penn State University went, and if you had any questions for them, put it in the Q&A. I think I forgot to say that earlier. But next we have Keiser University. Any advice for someone going through the college search process? Keiser University, yep.
Sorry about that. I was actually not in the right screen. So my advice is similar to what you heard before. I would say visit the campuses. I know there are a lot of schools that are not open at the moment or are not accepting live visits. But if you're able to do a virtual tour, if you're able to see the school in some way, I think that is critical. You are going to be living there for a large portion of your time for the next 2 to 4 years, 4 years most likely. And so you really want to feel like it's your second home. You should get that feeling when you step on campus. And so that is a big suggestion of mine. And also with the financial aid process, make sure you're applying to as many scholarships as you possibly can. Make sure that you are scheduling time in your day set aside just to do nothing but research and apply for scholarships. And, we did put a lot of tuition information up here. It's not inexpensive to go to college. And so students really need to do everything that they can to make sure that they're qualifying for as much as they possibly can and bringing that to their financial aid appointments.
Awesome. Great advice so far. And I think we have just enough room for one more. So St. Edward's University, do you have any advice?
I guess a good way to sum this up would be use us as great resources for you in your college search. So we put our contact information in the chat earlier. So feel free to connect with all of us as admission counselors to help you through the process, because we know that you have a lot of questions and it's really our job to help guide you and to make sure that you have all the information that you need when you're applying. So that's kind of one to sum up.
Awesome. Absolutely. At this point in time, awesome to hear from everybody. And it was great to, just make sure that we have some bits and pieces of tips and tricks to make sure that everyone's admissions process is going well. I want to thank you all so much for attending this session. Just a couple things I want to mention before we end this webinar today. Again, thank you for joining. As soon as we exit out of this webinar, there's going to be a quick survey. So when you close your window very quickly, there's a quick 4-question survey. Please give us some feedback. Also, there are more sessions tonight, so please sign up for those. And about a week from this session, you will have a recording available to you if you didn't catch something at any point in time tonight. And again, I just want to thank everybody for attending and have a great night.